Hey y'all, it's me, Michelle Crisanti, Rock Reiki, rocking the Reiki. All right. Um, Today I wanted to first of all say hi and thank you to all of you who answered my old message and checked out my YouTube channel and subscribed. Because I went from 16 subscribers yesterday morning to I had 97 right before I started recording this. So we're almost to that 100 mark, and that's really just about how many people I asked to do this. And if I asked you, it's because I feel like, we've known each other long enough. We've been connected either through Facebook or in person or, via whatever, however we connected. I felt like you appreciated my drive, my vision, that you were aware of, and that you would step up and at least, give me that little boost. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm committed to this as well, and there's good reason, and that is because it works. All my friends, many of my friends, you all have Reiki attunement. I've been practicing for years on you, through you, with you, sharing. We've shared it. It's been fantastic and brought me to this level. And, thank you for cheering me on, because you all also know, I know many of you don't necessarily want to teach it, but you want it out there. So I'm your lightning rod. I'm getting it out there. The first week or so of this, just having a few videos, few views, starting to get warmed up. I've been talking about, some of the little other modalities that I practice, or, alluding to Reiki. But tonight I wanted to talk about Reiki in particular. Tonight I want to share a little bit about the system that is Mikao Usui traditional Reiki, and a little bit about how I learned it, a little bit about your learning it, and a little bit about the practice. As I was getting ready to do this, I got a message from a friend of mine, and they were asking about Reiki for somebody that has seizures. And it reminded me about the importance of energy, about how we perceive energy. A lot of times, it's getting less and less now. More and more people are starting to understand energy and energy work. But when you put it in terms of energy, it can feel kind of nebulous. What is energy? What kind of energy? How is energy? Blah, 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 blah. But if I say the electrical system of your body, I think we have a better picture of what we're dealing with. The electrical system that animates our body, without a life spark, there's not much healing happening. But once it's in us, once it's through us, once we're activated by it, our entire body runs on that. And how we eat and how we sleep and how we take care of ourselves and how we take care of each other, how we interact on levels that we can't even see or perceive. How do we know what shape to be a human in? All of these little body templates that run on autopilot can be enhanced by using the electricity, by smoothing out the electricity, by not being tense and stressed out all the time, by a practice that helps us relax, that helps us to enjoy being in the body and to take care of things and to make sure that if something does go wrong, we're looking for ways, to take care of it. Now, I am very much into alternative healing and natural remedies, but I also see it woven in with things like Western medicine. Like, penicillin was a good thing. We overdo it and we get MRSA, but, somewhere in there, there's a balance. Practicing the balance, practicing the energy work, practicing moving the energy, embodying the energy, allowing the grace of the energy to flow through us and our lives and to and from each other, completing the exchange, closing the circuit, opening the circuit, learning about how it moves, learning about how to move it. That's what this is all about the energy. the electricity, the spark of life. Bam! So I talk about a lot of different modalities, and I do practice quite a few things. And so when you are on the table, it might not just be straight, with clients that I've been working with for a while, we use a wide pantheon of healing techniques and shamanic techniques and all of that. But it really starts with Reiki, and Reiki is the baseline for all of the other things that I do. And that's because it's very simple. It doesn't require you to do anything or know anything. It requires you to allow healing to happen. I was thinking earlier about how I was going to talk about this, and I'm like, you don't need stones. You don't need special rocks and crystals. You don't need wands. You don't need candles. You don't need incense. You don't need anything. You do not need anything but the intention and the attunement. And I was going to say your hands, but even if you don't have hands, you can do Reiki. You can practice Reiki. It is with your heart that we practice Reiki. And with the connection, the direct connection to divine life force energy that we practice Reiki. And it is like a lightning rod that we bring Reiki all the way to the ground, back up into our hearts and out into the ethers. It was 1997 when I first stepped into my first Reiki circle. And as soon as I did, I knew I was going to do it. I knew I was going to practice it. I knew I wanted to be a part of it. It was soothing. It was comforting. It was warm. It was inviting. The people there were committed to the idea that you could feel better and wanted to help you feel better. And we shared and we traded Reiki for several hours, about 8 of us. And it was a gift. It was beautiful. And I began practicing every 2 weeks with them, and pretty much every day with a small group of friends that we were going through this with, that I was going to the circle with. And I practiced for over a year and learned Reiki I, Reiki II, became a Reiki master and learned how to teach it. And then I moved to Oregon in 1998. So it was about a little more than a year that I actually practiced to become a Reiki master. And then when I moved to Oregon, it actually kind of went under, it was an undercurrent. I was practicing it with friends. I was practicing it on myself and my family and whatever, but wasn't actively practicing until I started joining another Reiki circle in 2006. And since then, I've been committed to the practice, committed to teaching. I've held circles, I've held classes, I've had studios running that long. And now I'm taking it, this is me taking it to the next level. Pretty much everybody that I've come into contact with that has been on the Reiki table or experienced a circle knows that there's something about it that can't necessarily be explained, but is worth it. It's so worth it. So good. And the fact that it is easily obtained when you get tuned to the Reiki frequency, that's basically what it is. I'll talk about that in a minute. When you get tuned to the Reiki frequency, you are vibrating, you are doing the same Reiki as I am. I have 20 years of practice. I know more techniques. I know how to hold the energy longer. I don't get as Reiki works on you as you're working on other people. So, the processing time, I don't have that anymore, but, well, we all have that forever. But working with people, my techniques might be more advanced, but if you have Reiki I attunement, you have the exact same Reiki at your fingertips as I do, as any other Reiki master does. That is one of its charms. It is a simple system. The first attunement, the Reiki master, teacher, I would say, I'm your master, I'm at your service. I come to you, I tune, there's a little ceremony and about a day-long class, and we talk about how to use the energy for yourself and your friends and your family, and you get to know your own energy field. The first 21 days of practice are all about you tuning into your own energy field, your own body, so that when you work on somebody, you know what's yours and you can keep that separate, and you can know what's theirs, you can keep that separate. That's more than I want to go into right now. That's part of the training. So if you want to know more, contact me. Anyway, Reiki I tunes you to the frequency, gives you one vibration. Reiki II is the second level, and that is the practitioner's level. So when you've taken Reiki and you want to, feel like you know it well enough, know your body well enough, know your energy well enough, you want to go out and practice on other people. There is a series of hand positions, a series of trainings, some finer tuned symbols, one for emotional healing and mental healing, one for distance healing, so you can work on somebody from, photo or from here. Reiki III is the master level, and that's just a stronger vibration. There are a couple more fine-tuning channels, and it is the master level. There is, on top of that, a teacher's attunement, a training attunement. And that's when you decide that you want to go out and teach Reiki and pass attunements and make other people Reiki people. Reiki people, we're coming for you. So it's a teachable system. There is 1, 2 pretty standard early good attunements that you get pretty close together. And once you've practiced for a while, the master attunement, it's pretty much led by your own timing. But I suggest some time, at least 21 days between the first and second attunements. And then, a good 3 to 6 months of practice before you decide you want to pass it on, or before you're trained to pass it on. Nothing's written in stone. I use this handbook from the William Rand Center of Reiki training. And I'm also involved, I really love Pamela Miles. I'll post these at the bottom. Pamela Miles, she works with Reiki in medicine and teaches Reiki in a hospital program in New York. Reiki is becoming more widespread. Reiki is becoming more understood. It is, I'm like, did I understand that? Reiki is becoming more mainstream because it works. And I love being a part of it. I want to help you be a part of it, even if it's just for your own peace of mind and its own practice, whatever the reason you want to learn how to do Reiki. I am here for you. I am here to share this with as many people as I can, because anxiety, fear, depression, stagnant energy, health problems, all of those things can be worked with and worked through. And this system is supportive, and I want to support you in your healing practices. I want you to live the best life you can. And I'm here to help you find out how to do that. We can talk through it. You can watch videos. You can take training courses. I'm going to have a newsletter. All of this is just building. You right now get to watch as it's building, and I can help you along the way as well. So we're all in it together. And I'm all about peace, love, understanding, healing, love, life. Live this life in this body in the best way possible. I'm here for you, here for Reiki, Reiki On. That's all I got for tonight. I will be coming back on and going a little more into the Reiki details later. But for now, that's about enough. Thanks for being here. Tell your friends, subscribe, like my Facebook page, all the things. Let's get this out there. I'm good at this. Take care. And I care for you.